Hello there, my friends. This is Leslie, and I know it's been a while. First off, I wanted to thank everyone for their kind and warm comments and private messages during my difficult time. As a lot of you know, I lost my mom back in the end of March of this year, and then my older sister passed away in September. So I've been kind of, kind of depressed and just trying to get, go on with life without both of them, and it's been really hard, but I'm trying to get back into crafting, and I've done a few projects, and I'm going to show those here in the next couple days. But the purpose of today's video is to show you that, let me get these a second, that you can make your own homemade silicone molds. Okay, and this is what we're going to make today. It's very simple, and it's so much more economical than even buying your amazing mold putty. But I know you get a lot of molds out of the amazing mold putty, but with this you get even more. So I wanted to share this with you guys today, and I hope that you'll try it yourself and make some fun molds for your projects. Let me show you a couple of the ones that I have already made with my clay. This is the finished product after I have molded those. So they come out very detailed and very nice, and I just cut around them with a X-Acto knife before they dry. Now this here clay that I've been using lately is very good too. It is the Crayola Air Dry Clay, and it comes in a tub like this, and I usually get the white, and this is 2.5 pounds, and it goes a long way because I've made several. I made this whole container full of molds, plus I made another whole container full, and it goes a long way, and they sell it in a 2.5 pound and a 5 pound, and I just bought a 5 pound too because I made sure I didn't want to run out. But this is very good, and that is what these are, is air dry clay, and as you can see, it's very detailed, and it shows a lot of the details. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to need to get started. Okay. Let me set these aside. Oops. Okay. What you're going to need is you're going to need a little container of some sort to mix. Let me turn this down a little bit here. You're going to need a container of some sort to mix everything in. You're going to need craft, any kind of color, any color that you want, of acrylic paint. Okay, and as you see here, I have vegetable oil. You're going to need vegetable oil, or any type. You can use vegetable oil, or you could even use baby oil. I just didn't have any baby oil on hand, so I tried vegetable oil, and it turned out really nice. And it made, as you can see, the molds are really flexible, and they're just as flexible, I think, in my opinion, as the mold putty ones. Okay, and then you're going to need some kind of cornstarch. I have this big container that I've been using, but it's just about gone. But some type of cornstarch, and then you're going to need this is your all-purpose formula, 100% silicone. And you want to make sure you get it in clear. And I got this at my Family Dollar, and I think they also carry it at Dollar General. And for this tube, it was $3. So this is the silicone that we'll use, and when we mix everything together, it will make these molds. Okay, so I'm going to make some with you today. I have some other things here that I want to mold. I'm really getting into angels, and just because, you know, I think my sister and my mom are my guardian angels. They're always watching over me, and I've always loved angels. So when I've already put up my Christmas tree, believe it or not, before Thanksgiving. But as I was putting up my Christmas tree, I saw these two little angels here that I have. And so I'm going to mold these. Okay, we're going to mold those today. And this was another cute little angel that I had that I thought was really cute. I thought we could mold it. And then I have, you know, some other little resin pieces and things like that. So we'll mold a few of those here, and I'll show you. Okay, so this here is your 100% silicone. Like I said, it's just found in your dollar stores. Walmart probably has it, and it just you know, in your home improvement section. I believe it's used for caulking or you know, different things around the house. I'm not exactly sure, but you want to make sure it's 100% silicone and that it's clear. Doesn't matter what brand. So, and then I had to raid my husband's caulking gun. So you'll need one of these, and that's it. So, okay, we're going to get started. Let me cut the top here off of the silicone, so we can get going with it. Okay, so the first thing that you do is you add your silicone. What I'm going to do here with my oil is I'm going to pour some in this little container here, just so I can use out of it instead of the big bottle. Okay. And then I have my spoon. Okay, and my paint. So what you're going to do first is just, you want to kind of gauge how big of a piece, you know, how big your piece is. So you kind of know about how much silicone that you'll need. You want to roughly use about half. So, you know, we're going to pour a glob into here, and you just want to have the glob be about half the size of the item that you're going to try and mold. Okay, so I'm going to try and do this around the tripod here. So what I'm doing is I'm just squirting in what I think I'll need. Okay, sorry. Well, maybe a little bit more than half. I guess I take that back. Just, you want to have enough to work with. Okay, so that's the first step, is add your silicone to your container. Okay, and then the next step you're going to do is you're going to add your paint, and you don't want to add a whole lot. You just want it. This gives it a little bit more extra fluid to mix with the cornstarch, and plus it gives you that pretty pink color, or whatever color you want. My craft room is pink, so what did I do with that? Sorry, there was one other thing I needed. I don't seem to see it, but I can probably use my little palette knife here. Okay, so you just want to mix that together. Okay, and it's gonna be really globby and kind of gross looking, but you just want to mix that together. Okay, oops, and then you want to add just a little bit of oil. So this is a regular teaspoon, and I'm not going to add quite a whole teaspoon, okay? And then you're going to mix the oil in with it, okay? And it's going to form a little globby mess like this, okay? And then you're going to add your cornstarch. And you're going to add just a little bit here, and you're going to mix that in, okay? And what I found is if you kind of break this apart a little bit more, it'll soak up, you know, your cornstarch better, okay? So just kind of mix that up. Then, okay, let me get one other thing I forgot to say that you needed. And that, most importantly, sorry about that, is some kind of vinyl glove, because you're going to have to hand knead this mixture together, and you do not want to get the silicone on your hands, trust me, because I got it on there and it took me forever to get it off. So most importantly, you want to have some kind of disposable glove that you can wear, okay? Sorry about all the jerking here. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're just going to take it and you're just going to start kneading it together, okay? And you'll feel that it's sticky, okay? And it's sticking to your glove, so that means you need more cornstarch, okay? So you add more cornstarch. You're going to just mix all that together, okay? And then the more cornstarch you add, the bigger, you know, your mold will get. And you just want to feel, you want it not to be sticky anymore, okay? And you can feel when you've added enough cornstarch because it's not sticky anymore. Okay, so then we're just going to grab all that up, and you will get messy, and your work area will get messy in doing this, but trust me, it's worth it in the end because you get your molds, okay? So then you just start kneading it again up here, okay? And I'm kind of rolling it into a ball. Okay. Okay, hopefully I didn't wait too long. I think it's okay. Alright, and as you see, you have a putty now, okay? So then what you're going to do is I'm going to roll it into a ball, kind of. Alright, okay. And so now I kind of flatten it out a little bit, and you want to have it kind of smooth. And you don't want it too thick, because I don't know, I just don't always make them real thick unless it's something really deep that has to go in deeply. But if we're just going to mold this, okay, and it's not thick, so if it's something thicker, then of course you'll have to make it thicker. And then as with any of the mold putties, you just kind of, after you push the item in, you're just going to kind of push this up around to form it around. Okay. so there is our first item, and we'll let that sit for, it doesn't take not real long, I'd say maybe 5 minutes, and just let the item sit in the putty, and then it'll start drying, and then you can just pull it out. Okay, so we will, let me see if I can lift this one up and move it to the side. Okay, so now we're ready to make another one. Okay, and if, you know, I have some little excess in there, you can leave that in your container and then just mix it in with the next item. Okay, so we're going to do another. Now for the angels, we're going to need a lot. So you want to put quite a bit in there for the angels. And the last tube that I did, when I did these, and I did several big items that I molded, I got 26 molds out of one tube of this silicone. So, like I said, it's really, really economical. And everyone knows how crafting is so expensive. We have to be economical where we can. Right, ladies? Okay. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch because I'm going to do the angel. Okay. We'll start with that and see how that is. And one tip, when you're using your caulking gun, if you lay it flat down on the ground or on your surface, it will leak out like it did right here. So I kind of like just set the gun up like this. I have my carousel right here, and I just set it in there so it can just be stood up. Okay, so let me move you back down here. Okay, so then the next thing is your paint. So it's silicone and then paint. We'll add a little bit more paint this time since it's a little bit more. And we'll add a little bit more oil. Okay, and then you mix all that up. Then you're going to add your cornstarch. Okay. And kind of mix it in with the knife first. And then kind of cut it up a little bit. Okay. And then now you just get in there with your hands and knead it. Okay. And you want, another tip is you want to do this in a well-ventilated room or with a fan going, because the vapors from the silicone can get kind of, kind of strong. So I have my fan going, so, okay, so that is, see, it's starting to form the putty, but I think we need a little bit more cornstarch. Okay, so just keep kneading it. Okay, hopefully I got enough here to do the angel. If not, I'll have to do something else here that I have. But, okay, grab all that up and start kneading it in your hand. Okay. And you still want it to have a little give like this here. You don't want to add so much cornstarch that it's, you know, super dry and cracking and falling apart, because then it won't be good. Okay, so alright, I'm just going to roll it back here. I can't really roll in front of the tripod, so I'm going to roll it back here in my hands. Okay, so now we'll flatten it. Okay, hopefully this is big enough for the angel. Okay, so now I'm just going to put it in, and actually I don't think this is big enough. Nope. Okay, so we'll have to do something else. It might be big enough for the flowers here that we were going to do originally. So let's try that. Okay. So then you're just going to push it in. And it, you know, molds don't have to be perfectly round or anything. I mean, these are your own homemade ones, you know. They work just as well as the store-bought ones, in my opinion. So we'll let that one set and dry. Okay. And now this one here should be good to go. Okay, so then after you've let it set for, you know, roughly 5 to 10 minutes, then you can pull it out, pull the item out, and you can see what kind of good detail that it made. Okay, this here kind of. So that is my tutorial for today. I hope you guys like it, and like I said, I've made several molds. See here's the amazing mold putty. Okay, so these aren't quite as flexible as the amazing mold putty, but they still are so good and economical, and they still give, I think, as much detail as the amazing mold putty. Okay, so that is my tutorial for today. I hope you ladies enjoyed it. I hope you'll try some, and you know, if you do, let me know how they turned out, and can't wait to see some of your projects that you use some of your pieces on. Like I said, the pieces are so beautiful, you know, and you can paint these up or color them, or, you know, do whatever with them, or just leave them plain on your projects. Okay, so thank you ladies for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I have let's see, at least 2 projects that I've done here in the last couple of weeks. So I will talk to you guys later, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.